faces, I miss their faces so. Yeah.
Like seriously, what am I going to do about you? I thought the whole lockdown thing was going to change. Nah.
I'm breathing fresh air. Fresh air. Fresh air is breathing in my life. My life is breathing fresh air. Fresh air is breathing my life.
It feels good to be here. Like, I've missed you guys. I don't know about you, but
Happy New Year. Happy New Month.
Let's start it like this. Happy New Month. Happy New Month. Happy New Month. Like, I could go on and on, but then let me just wrap it all up. Happy New Year, guys.
Can I say Happy NSAS too?
Don't start another revolution, please.
Can I say Happy NSAS?
No. Don't let's go there. Don't let us start. We are pained. We are pained. We don't like the, but let's just leave it like that.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon, guys.
My name is Damilare Okonla.
And I'm Rurala Inke, your own girl, making sure the juice and everything flows in the right direction. Making sure you're up to date.
Flows. Flowsy.
What is it?
Flowsy. Flowsy. Anyways, we are live on YouTube in case you're wondering what's happening here or where you are. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube as well. Right now I'm on YouTube and I'm seeing you guys. I see quite a number of persons.
And I'm seeing you guys too.
Okay, I see quite a number of persons are watching on YouTube here already. So guys, we're live. We're live. Go and tell your friend. Go and tell your brother. Go and tell your brother, go and tell your sister, go and tell your uncle, go and tell your boyfriend, your mom friend, your concubine.
Don't tell your concubine, no, Kasala can box.
Let it box. Kasala just box. If you want to box.
Please don't let the concubines come here, please.
Call anybody, tell anybody.
This is legit, remember.
Of course.
Legit people.
We're legit.
We are legit.
A concubine is a person. A concubine is a person.
A concubine is not legit.
It's not legit.
It's not legit.
It's what?
It's
Reddit.
It's an ashepamo something.
This girl is Yoruba. Yoruba girl don't come. Yoruba girl.
I can't tell.
You know the thing about our languages though? Many times we don't have replacements for them.
Sure. Like
so,
you try so hard to find the right word.
She was trying to say something you do in secrecy, but she couldn't, because that one will be sweet.
It won't be sweet.
It won't be sweet.
Say someone you hide, it will just kill the whole thing.
It will kill the whole thing. Okay, so in case you're wondering what's happening here today, this is your first time of watching or seeing the both of us here today. You're on to Relationship Matters, the longest running show, Facebook live show in the whole of Nigeria. Take it to the bank.
And collect money with it.
Take it to the bank. They'll give you money.
Clear your debt.
They will give you money.
Clear your debt with it.
Take it to the bank. They'll give you money.
Clear your debt with it.
We had to chill out towards the end of last year. Yeah. COVID-19 happened.
Life happened.
NSAS.
We had to go and hide.
NSAS happened, yo.
COVID-19 is.
Asking you to tell us what questions you wanted us to ask today.
Yes.
So we're here today. We're hoping that some of you will see, would have seen what we posted earlier, and some of you would have seen today's show. Today we want to talk about paternity scandal.
Because the way this issue is going, we just need to talk about it. Now, Papa something. Papa something.
Paternity scandal.
Paternity scandal.
Somebody said if you go to Abalawo place and you want to do jams, do you not ask for your mother, the father's name? Because you know your father may not be your father.
Exactly.
But your mother will definitely be your mother.
But that is a valid point. So even if you want to pray and say, look, I want to marry somebody, they will say, bring his mother's name. They will not say bring Papa, because Papa sometimes can be fraudulent.
Your father may not be your father.
And your grandfather may not even be your father's father. Life is very deep. As this world,
but that's a complex situation.
It is.
Your father may not be your father.
So the ancestor self that you're even thinking is your ancestor may not belong. You don't finish them today.
I'm sad. I'm sad.
This world is a deep one.
I'm discombobulated.
This world is a deep one. Okay. Imagine that when your lineage is not even your own. What's that?
I tired. It's a deep something. Well, so we're here today and want to discuss this paternity scandal because I feel like there's a meme I saw and I thought it was so true. This man was sitting and he was sweating. And he said he was waiting for DNA.
It's actually enough for you to break a sweat. DNA. Honestly.
DNA. DNA.
And you weigh your way not pure as a woman self. You know, if you want to do blood group tests for your child, you know the way your heart will be doing begin. When your husband is waiting, say, let's see. I want to donate blood for my child. Jackpa, wala wear rapper. Hey.
It's been a while since I danced for people on this show.
Please don't dance for them. Let's just tackle this issue because,
okay.
My blood is boiling.
So, as a man, that is the question number 1.
Okay.
We are still coming for you, Stingy Men Association.
And the Paternity Association.
How you people came up with that thing, and you are trending it in the whole world.
And you have ID card.
Even registration, Kini.
Number.
They have registration.
Plate Lickers have joined the Plate Lickers Association. Using your tongue to do orishi.
How you people came about these things, you explain to us when the time is right.
But
now, let's talk about paternity.
Let's focus on the children in our homes.
The children in our homes.
In our homes.
That child in your home.
Sorry if this matter they hit you hard, no vex, but we have to talk about it.
Pardon me, because you know me, because I don't understand because
like that, they understand.
So I'm gonna ask you, as a man, how will you feel the day or the moment you discover that the child you've been calling your son or daughter or the children, none of them is yours? How will you feel that day, that moment you discover that thing? How will you feel?
Or let's even say you have 3 and then 2 out of the 3.
It's not your own. I know your own.
And the first 2 for that matter again.
First 2. And you did big naming ceremony.
Hey, one beg. You even wear a shabby.
All your office people came. All your area people came.
They call you Daddy Donald. Mommy Desmond. Daddy Desmond.
Donald as in donation. Donald. Donate. Donald.
Don't let us be like some people that they banned from the social media.
They
Please, it's not that kind of Donald.
Okay, what will you do if you were the husband and you found out that this thing that is happening is not this child is not my child. I'm not the one that is the father of. I'm not the one that is born me. What will you do at that point? Or you as a lady, how will you handle it if your husband finds out before you that I am not the father of the one that born these children? I am not. What will you do? Okay. So let's go with you first. Okay,
I'm sorry, before I go on, I can see Bruce Agbaragba's comment saying volume, please. Please let us know if you can hear us now.
Okay, can you hear us?
I want to be sure that you can hear us.
Can you hear us, guys? If you can hear us, let us know.
Because Kataye Jue Ali also says we can't hear you.
Please hear us.
Can you hear us? It's a new year.
It's a new year.
So let us start on that note. We want to be sure you can hear us.
No, I'm hearing you and you are hearing me. Let's hear each other out because this is
paternity issue.
Paternity. Okay, I think some people are hearing us.
Okay, so they are.
So if you can hear us, let's see the thumbs up.
Okay, if you can hear us, let us know.
Yes, Princess Yalaje wrote, "I will beg." So that means that she heard my question rightly. So yes, let's go. Let's start with you.
As a man.
Based on
no, I can't speak for the man.
No, as a woman. As a woman, your husband discovers first. These children, that we've been parenting since.
Honestly,
that been asking you to
buying diaper, cereal. Every night you come back from work, there is daddy is home.
Our daddy, food have finished,
Let me first put the first line. As the woman, if you discover that the castle has box. The only thing I just want to say right now is Usain Bolt, run now. Because honestly, what were you thinking? If I have to speak now, to be serious, I think it is highly fraudulent. Letting a man father children that aren't actually his own.
But what if the person, let me ask you before you go further. what if the person who's supposed to be the father, who's the real father, cannot take care of the children?
That's
You find someone who's like an allergy, a chief.
Exactly.
Or one prominent
You have
man.
to lay your cards on the table. That is what I'm saying. It is unfair for you to actually put that load on him. And then he feels this kid's actually, it is unfair. I'm a woman. I know it could, there are so many things as women that we face in the home. Sometimes the man, you may not even want to rub his ego like, okay, this man actually has, let's say, low sperm count. There are so many health issues. Something might have happened. Probably you guys were not married at the beginning of the marriage. Like you were still outside, and Abele carry you. Join for house as man and wife. You understand? So if that happened, let's say it was like one out of would understand that we're not married. I didn't know. There was this guy I was dating, you were not serious and But then the first one happened. Then you became man and wife under the law, and then in front of men and women in church and all of that. Hallelujah. Traditionally and blah 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 blah. And then second one happened, third one happened, and it's even more painful when it's the same man that is now the father of. It's
more painful when it's the same man or different men.
It's more painful. Yes. That means you keep going back and.
Femi. Sunday, because those are the people that.
It's like you keep going back to the same. So why are you married?
If I mention your name, that means you are capable of doing that thing.
Painful. If we have to be factual, it is painful. So and blah blah blah.
Absolutely.
That has happened. Anybody, if you yourself as a woman were to be a man, it is possible you overreact. So in order to avoid the hey, we saw it in the news, so one man beat his wife to death. As something, I call one job because now that side Abule about no vex.
Can you imagine? These babies are busy those of us living in the slum.
I didn't say slum.
Yeah, I'm busy those of us living in the slum.
You just said Abule is not a slum.
I hear that they are fighting those kind of fights.
Oh, goodness.
Those of you that are living in that area, please come for her. I give you open access.
But you just called the place a slum.
All of you that are living in that area, open access you have now. Come for her.
You know I belong to you. I'm your daughter, please.
She doesn't belong to us.
Please, no vex.
She not be our person.
No vex. So the thing is, just leave. At least for her to, to just blow on the whole thing, then find a common ground, like a place to talk and all of that. Just leave first.
But how do you explain this whole thing at the end of the day?
That's the whole point. It is shameful. There's nothing to explain as a woman. If you ask me, how do you say, like, you went back the first time, okay, we're not married. What's your excuse? The second time, the third time. And if the man is even a committed father, a dedicated husband, it is more painful.
Committed father.
Dedicated husband. It is more painful. There are some men that they actually don't send their families. Like, they go out every day in a Faji for them. This is Lagos.
Right.
You understand? Like, they know, see, there are so many this guy they do for this. Like, seriously, there are some men like that. And they are never present. Like, their kids can't even relate with them. But if it is a man that is so dedicated, committed to the family, how do you explain that? It's very, very possible for that kind of person to be so suicidal, like depressed and then suicidal. So in order not to make that kind of person commit, when you hear the word commit in Nigeria, we don't have to mention the other parts.
Absolutely.
Just jackpot first. Because there's no excuse. If you knew you wanted to be playing away goal, you don't have to be at home now. Just stay outside and let's know you're a baby mama.
You people did not hear them out.
I'm a football lover now.
Wait.
Give it to me.
Did you people hear that? If you want to play away game, be away. Don't be at home. Don't come to the house at all.
Exactly.
Be away and be away. Anyways, thank you for your comments. I see some of your comments already, and I'm going to be reading them shortly.
Okay.
But before I read some of your comments, I want to tell you also what I think about this. But before then, again. PM every Wednesday. So as much as you can, by 1 PM on Wednesday, just find your way to Facebook. You don't even need to go far. Just click on legit, like the page.
On the comfort of your room.
And then go to notification so that once we go live, you get notification first.
Exactly.
And then from wherever you are, you can connect to your TV, sit down, relax. If you're not too busy, and you can watch. But if you're busy,
watching us on your TV and then at the same time just be using your phone to send in comments.
That's it.
Chill zone.
Yes, I can keep one bottle of this thing there.
One bottle of this thing. Don't let's mention it.
I don't want to spoil you. But some of us, we are.
Some of you can finish a crate in 2 minutes. You just say bottles. Green bottles, white bottles. They got save us in 2020. What?
He's asking you that question. Why do you have to explain that much?
Sorry, now. No
Some
vex.
of us can finish one crate in 2 minutes.
No vex now.
That is a shade, though. Some of us that are out there.
I'm sorry.
Those of us, we know ourselves. That is a shade, a big one. Okay, so don't forget that you can always watch this every Wednesday by 1 p.m. Legit.ng Facebook Live. Do not forget to come here every Wednesday. Okay, so for me, as a man, if I discover that all these children, all this daddy buy this, buy that, you're expecting you at home, the child is sick, we run to the hospital, the child is not feeling fine, the child cannot sleep at night, carry him, carry her. I did all of those and the child or the children are not mine.
Huh.
Okay.
Speak for the man. Oh, okay. Be calming down.
Calm down.
Calm down.
Brother, calm
Before you
down.
kill somebody's daughter, calm down.
Calm down.
Before you even kill the children,
Calm down.
I like
I'll
that.
first call the children. Shaggy.
You call the children. Okay. I'm not your father.
Sabina. How are you doing today?
Really?
Yeah, fine that day.
You're a very cool dad. You're a very cool dad.
God will bless all of you. Amen,
you're a Christian daddy.
You can go and play.
Really?
Now we move out of that house and go and find one place to sit down. Like seashore. Like beach. I'll just sit down and be looking into the atmosphere.
See, it's because you're very, the way you evaluated this, you're looking like a Christian brother.
He's not being Christian.
Because if you allow some people to see sea, why this matter is
I
not?
will just
Oloko will be doing that.
No, I'll sit down.
Really?
Wait, guys, what can you think about something? What is Oloko? Oh, Oloko will just appear and say, I know what's wrong with you.
Be coming.
Come on.
There are pretty ladies here. They won't do the same to you.
Yeah, come on. I wouldn't do that.
Don't go to
but basically, right, what I'll do is what I just said. I'm going to try to calm down. So I'm going to try to sit down somewhere and think.
Honestly,
think,
you can't
ask
even tell them
questions.
to go to natural places, because if you go to the beach, many people could be suicidal at that moment.
I'll find a place to just sit.
If we say go to the mountains, they can jump.
Right.
Find trees. At the end of the day, they will hang themselves. So, see.
I'll basically find a place, just sit down, relax, and think.
Think. So you can think and not kill yourself.
When I'm done thinking, I'll now call the lady, my wife. Excuse me. What you said or what I discovered, please, can you explain how it happened?
Okay, what will you do if the woman doesn't even know that you've known and she's still trying to play this? Don't let the enemy enter this room. These children are your own. The children that you've known since you carried David when he was born.
A very dramatic
You brought
person.
him out of the theater. I was not even awake yet. What are you saying?
I'm a very dramatic person. One thing I'll do at that moment is I'll kneel down and I'll beg her. Don't tell lies again. The secret is out. See DNA test I went to find. See the results. Don't lie again.
How about the situation whereby the paternity test came out negative, like you are the father, and then your wife discovers that you.
What would have made me do the paternity test in the first place is that I probably was suspecting something. And then if it doesn't happen that way, I'll still.
So what will you now say to that kind of woman?
Unless she discovers before me. She doesn't discover before me. It's my own. It's on my personal. It's my personal consumption.
You see, the truth is, as women, the only time you can actually do, what do you mean? Why would you do this behind my back? Is when you know that with your full chest, like somebody will say,
your full chest. Full chest.
You are sure that.
Don't have feel the full chest.
The children are his own. So
you
can be, what do you mean? You don't trust me? 23 years of marriage, and you did this behind my back? 4 children. Is it even worth staying in this home? Why are we even calling ourselves a family? But if you self know this show, I went to do D. In fact, you would have fasted 100 days without even moving to the next day in your mind.
Okay, so we have to read your comments already, because I see a lot of comments already we've not been able to take. So you can go over the comments from.
Okay, sorry, we are not reading the comments in any particular order. So don't be vexed.
Don't vex. Don't vex.
Musedik Odubeson says, watching from Igbogbo, Ikorodu.
How is Igbogbo today?
Lazi Idol Rich says, I trust you is a better compliment than I love you, because you might not always trust the person you love, but you can always love the person you trust. Okay.
Wait. I trust you is a better compliment than I love you, because
Ejide Ajose saying, watching from Ibute Olofin along with that local government, but that area of Lagos.
Man, you know homo.
Yeah. Thank you. Welcome,
your
sir.
profile is deep.
Welcome, sir.
But
so, please don't just tell us you're watching from. Let us know what you think.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we are seeing so many people watching from Ghana, from Bayelsa, from Ondo, from this, from that. We are moving to the main comments because of time. Faisa Saidu says, Wala Gode, I'll send her and the children to their house. Okay.
And do what? When you send them there, what will you now? I mean, to what end is that? She's your wife.
The marriage has
okay, so apparently that man, the other man is your husband.
If 3 children, for even if it is 1,
that is the implication that other man is your husband. I mean, I'm just what? Caretaker.
So let me go and invest in my family.
Caretaker.
Extended family, uncles and aunties. Nelson Ojonoba Ada says, whether they are my blood or not, they become mine, but the woman have a real case on her hand.
What does that particularly
mean? Fumi Okeshino says, I will run away.
Japa.
Honestly, that's like, your husband knows that these children are not, what are you waiting for? Please, so let us do things with the fear of God.
With the fear of God.
Funke Ajitoni says, if you know that you are wrong or fall victim, nobody will teach or tell you to confess and apologize.
Confess and apologize. Then what happens afterwards? I mean, do the children remain in the house, or what do you think the man would do at that point?
Actually, I think this confession thing works when the man probably has an underlying ailment or something. You know, when you come back and then you say, and then that's if the children we are talking about, maybe there are probably 1 or 2, let's say 1 or 2 children. So it's easy. But when you come back with 4 or 5 children, not what kind of apology is that one? And then underlying ailment like, I'm so sorry, I did what I did because I didn't want your family to. This man, these children self, I don't know the man, is just a random man. I found out that your health issue will not allow you to father children.
Right.
I didn't want us to blah blah blah. You know, that one ahead, the whole apology and the explanation with God in the middle, that kind of family will work. Because man may actually look at it and say, okay, that's if he's someone that is understanding of normal thing. Because he may not even know that he has any underlying thing. He may feel like, why didn't you tell me? What if there's something I could have done? Did you have to go and bring up another man's? So,
but this case, actually, this issue is not something that we can just use ordinary mouth. And we're just discussing them because somehow it gives.
Let's ask if anybody has been in that issue.
Yeah, if there's anybody out there who has been in this situation before, or you know someone who was in this situation, you can tell us what they did, how they handled it. Maybe others can learn from it. This is not something that is impossible. It is very possible because it has happened before and it's happening right now. Some of you who are even watching are not sure whether the children are yours. If you're suspecting your wife or your husband, I don't think it is healthy for a relationship. However, if you think there's something you need to know which your wife or your husband is not telling you, maybe you have to make some findings. But if you do DNA, that's like the end of it all. That's like the ultimate.
Because we have to be prepared for the results.
Actually.
Shankar says, good day legis.ng. In my perspective, I would let go as the man and remarry, even though it will be hard for me, than to face the law as an attempt to commit murder.
Face. Okay. Now, there's a comment here. Iya Yilwada Luwarm Jasper. I don't know.
I'm not sure you're from Nigeria.
But then I like your name. In any case. They are from Nigeria.
Okay, they are.
This is strong, go. They're actually in Nigeria.
Yeah, Nigeria.
Well, the end of the matter is that the mother to the children will go back to her real husband. And as for me and the children, they have the right to choose whom to be with. But I am sure I will be able to. I am sure I will be able to forgive that woman. Like, yeah, I'm not sure you'll be able to forgive that woman. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm reading.
Because if you want the woman to go to the father, what are the children waiting to do?
I'm telling you. He's saying the children, you give them the opportunity to choose for themselves. Okay, Ejide, I just wrote here. This is very deep.
Deep.
Why? How? This question alone will drive me crazy. This is an issue actually. It is an issue, and we cannot take it for granted. We cannot take these things for granted. Ayobami, Olakunle, Olayemi, Roti. I'm also watching from Lagos, but I'm too busy right now to focus on it. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. We hope that you can focus next week Wednesday when we come back for some other time. Okay, so we're leaving Paternity Scandal for a few minutes because we're almost done here. Our time is almost has almost elapsed here for today's show. I want to ask you a second question. We're seeing something trending everywhere right now, and it is doing me one kind, my body.
It's doing me one kind too.
What is Stingy Men Association of Nigeria?
You guys are proud.
What is Stingy Women's Association of Nigeria? Plate Lickers Association of Nigeria. What is the mean? What does it mean?
What is happening? 2021 has barely started and all these things are flying.
I'm telling you, what is happening in this country?
And then people have ID card.
Have ID card.
Registration number.
Form. You have registration form. They have t-shirts already. They've printed t-shirts already.
And it's not a political party.
Abi is political party.
Yeah.
Please, what's happening? Who is the GO, General Overseer?
Who is the president?
Or the President General of this association? We need to know. Or how did we get here?
See, in the past, I know that men, if you say, this man is stingy, they don't like the sound of it. Even
Yes.
But right now they tell you,
They are wearing it with pride.
I am the DPO of stingy men.
I'm hearing Don Jazzy guys join them. Don Jazzy joins Stingy Men Association. Hey, hold on, Don Jazzy. The giver of life.
Hey, Baba, don't do that.
Don't do that. Maybe they showed him streets. They ran Don Jazzy streets
exactly,
and I said, oh boy, I'm changing my strategy this new year. But please don't do that.
Well, maybe the reason why stingy men are coming forward is because ladies now, when you invite a girl on dates and then she comes with 6 other
babes.
And then you now be like, so I'm the maga.
But let me ask, what is wrong with coming with 6 babes? Or what is bad with it? What is bad with it? Or why is it?
The table will be more fun.
So you can, let's flip the table. Let's flip the table. You are the man now. You are a woman now, apparently, from all indications.
Okay.
For those of us who have eyes, I can see, right? Okay, so you're a lady right now. But then we're flipping the table. You're now the man. You now invite a lady on a date and she comes with 6 of her friends. What do you do?
Auntie. How many of you do I want to date at the same time? How many of you do I want to date at the same time now? So it's like this now. So when I invite you on a date as a girl or as a lady, and then you bring 4 or 5 other ladies along, I hope you won't be pained if at the end of the date, considering that I'm not a member of Stingy Men Association, I collect number and I start to alpha now. But you answer now.
So, as a lady now, would you be proud?
How would you feel?
As a lady now, let's take it back the other way now, because you are the lady who went to become a man, and you are now the man, lady now answering the man that you became.
I understand.
How do you feel responding to that kind of question?
The truth is, as a woman, I don't do it.
No, you don't do it.
I don't do it, and I don't subscribe to it.
Why don't you do it?
Because it is not my thing. See, when I was
people who do it, doesn't make it bad.
Wait, it is not fair. You know, I like to speak for women on this show.
It's not fair. She says it's not fair.
It is not fair.
It is not fair. Ladies, are you hearing? This is the first lady of this show. Anything you say is right.
Let me tell you something.
Relationship enthusiast too, and this thing.
Tell them. Tell them. See, when I was single, I wouldn't even go on a date with a guy if I don't have money to pay for whatever it is I want to eat. So if I know that I cannot afford it, I will not even bring. And then it's a date, it's meant to be me and you kind of thing, like you and that kind of thing. So if I don't want that, if it is meant to be, okay, a group thing, you all know the other people, bring your friends, everybody, we know that it's a mini party, or a mini hangout session. But it's a date between 2 people, you shouldn't bring an extra. And if you will, I'm bringing 1 person, which is still fine. And even the 1 person you're bringing, make sure you can cater for the person. It's simple now.
But it's fine. I understand how this is. But then how then did we now get to that level where we now started having an association, a peer group, to protect our rights
as stingy people, and not even be victimized? Like, no, leave us alone. Now money we know they spend.
Please let me ask you live and direct. Amadeni is going to ask people on the streets later. But me, I'm asking inside the studio.
Amadeni, please do.
Can you date a stingy man? Or can you?
Actually, I should answer for them.
Before you answer, let them answer. You that you are looking me, you that you are hearing me and be walking, can you date a stingy man or woman? Because you are joining association up and down now. You are joining association up and down. Can you date a stingy man or a stingy woman? That's the question. Okay. I need you guys to answer this question because it's very important that we discuss these issues. Yes.
Well, while they are on that, let me go on with some comments. Gani Ibrahim says many should put themselves in position of kings who are fathers to many children, ignoring and mindless of circumstances of birth.
But you're not a king. Don't say you're putting yourself. You're just like telling me that I should put myself.
Yako says I'll take them to their father because she living the old Casteladon box.
So let's go home.
Let's go home.
Let's leave this house and go home.
And Ubiri Mamus Nancy says Faisa, that's the hair. You think it is easy? What if you're of age? Then Chuku Nonso Collins Nwachuku says it takes divine grace to forgive and also forget and send innocent children back to their biological father.
It takes a divine grace indeed.
Honestly.
But the person who says you pretend you're a king, actually, you can't pretend you're a king. You're not a king, forget. Don't think that way. You're not a king.
Favor Lazarus says, if I'm a man, I discover that the kids I call mine aren't mine. Their mom should tell them who their father is because I'm sending them out.
Oh.
See, let's be truthful. Many Nigerian men, they have this mentality of, I will not to do and do away. Let me tell them.
This girl, this Yoruba girl,
I will not do and do away.
I will not do a shade down. I will not work for another man to package. Because I have to reap the reward of my doing.
Men, trust me, it takes the grace of God. The first antidote safe is to first scatter the whole house first before friends and family will not start saying, children are gifts, they are God saying something. Look at it as a blessing, but men, Nigerian men.
Ngwanu, the question right now, can you date a stingy man or a woman? And give us the conditions. There's a comment here. Hello. Okay. Stingy man care. Laye. Laye legit TV kojo. That's the comment.
You are epic. Really?
You are epic. You are epignoxious.
Honestly, you deserve. I'm used to clap for people.
I'm supposed to give you.
Exactly, nyash and all that.
But I won't give you today. Today is a day of
this. You try.
Okay, Adekunle Quadri at Day Africa wrote here. 2020 pandemic leading us to this. Being stingy, really. Uncle.
Actually, that's another angle.
That is not an angle.
The economy.
That is not an angle. Because you know why I'm saying this? Even 2020, a lot of people made more money. Somebody told me something I interviewed last year. He said 2020 was the year he lost the most money. 2020 was the year he made the most money. The same year he lost money, he made more money. The funny thing was that the money he made was much more than what he lost.
See life.
But he made money. See, plenty people lost their jobs in 2020. Plenty people got new jobs in 2020 in spite of the pandemic. So don't use pandemic as an excuse. It could have been a reason many things happened, but it's not an excuse for you to join Stingy Men Association. That is very wrong, out of place, out of sight, out of focus, out of plan, out of anything. Don't even, there's no excuse to say that, right? No excuse. Let's not go there.
I have a comment to read.
Thank you. Tell us.
Oyinkansola Adedamola says, had this discussion with my dad, and he said if we were much younger, he would have stopped taking care of us. But at this age, that the last born is 1 feet to the university, he will pack us and travel to another country. He automatically become his. You cannot come and invent in vain. I laughed there.
That is what she was saying earlier. I cannot say and say
do and do away.
And throw away.
Exactly.
It's do and throw away. That is the one. Do and throw away. And say do it and throw away.
You see? And it's true. When you consider, there are some people that will never tell you this. If you look at the children, you know at that age, what family do you want to start? Even though you consider them to be from your own loins.
Loins.
Do you get like
loins?
How many years will you be?
Loins.
No, will they even be? How many years would they have used on earth before you pay me as a man? No, we are being factual. You know, at this age, like imagine now, like the last one is 1 feet to the university.
You now go and start all over again with whom?
With the young girl.
I see.
Then you start giving birth to children that.
But there was one man that was doing threesome with 2 girls the other day that we watched the video. One politician from.
You are watching things so with data.
I'm seeing the video.
You are watching things.
I'm seeing it. Somebody is sharing it.
I'm
not seeing it. The man he has this thing. He even has breast. And he was doing threesome with 2 young girls. And they were willing to. So somebody can say, I'm not interested in these children again, this family. I want to go and start all over and carry 2 girls.
But the truth is, will he actually reap the fruit of that labor?
What is the point? He said I want to help them and come.
Help them and come and suffer. And become and add to the number of children we have roaming the street of so many cities and begging and holding you for money.
Okay, we're almost done today. We have passed 13 minutes already. I've spent past 13 minutes.
As far it's the new year.
Because it's the new year, so we're just talking and talking.
We are not even in a hurry. But we have to go because we are pitying you.
We are pitying people. Later, I want to finish. Johnny, dream true. Your dream have come true already, Johnny. This is not temptation with a little confusion. That's what Johnny wrote.
We have singers on the show.
People are singing.
Singers on the show today.
They are writing songs that I'm supposed to sing out.
That's songwriter.
So I'm the song singer.
Well done.
So don't be angry, right?
Collect money from them.
Ejide just wrote, I can date any man since our future is concerned. Ejide, I just said, are you a man or you
can date any man?
Wait, we have to first confirm, you have to do sexual reputation. Are you a man or you a woman?
That's regardless of the stingy or not stingy. You are looking at future. What's the future? What is there a future in a stingy man? Let me ask them.
You say I should ask you.
Oh, ask them now. My Larry people
Is there a future with a stingy man?
Let me ask.
That's a question actually.
Really? Because
what future is there? You are saying you want to marry, you can date anybody. As far as what did you say again? I want to read it.
You are confused.
I can date any man since our future is concerned. Really? Okay, Jide Ajose is actually very, very here. Okay. I don't know why our ladies of today believe in boyfriends having to take up their responsibility. This is a lazy behavior.
It's not about you taking up responsibility or what. It's about the guy knowing what to do at the right time. Nobody is asking you to pour your salary like, okay, bring your salary, give it to me. But we need to be sure that you can take care of a family. You can take care of the kids, like, and do things in the future. So this future you are talking about, if the man is stingy from now, and they cannot even spend money, there are some people that are so stingy that for them to buy things for themselves, they find it difficult. Do you know that?
Right.
The money will be in their account. To be one bank manager that will shop it last.
At the end of the day.
And just be growing fat inside suits.
But guys, let's stop saying all this nonsense that we always say. I'm sorry, but no apologies actually. Okay. Sorry, but not sorry.
Sorry, but not sorry.
The reason is, the moment you're going into a relationship, you know that it's commitment. And
check for red flags.
There's nothing you want to do in a relationship that doesn't require money. There's no how you want to do it. Every relationship requires spending one way or the other. So don't come here saying you don't. No. You have to
anniversaries.
You are committing to somebody. You are committing to something. So you're getting married now, saying that you don't have to take care of the family. Why are you getting married?
You are dating me, and then someone we have shishe in my house.
Shishe.
You understand?
This baby is a proper Yoruba lady. Shishe means like that party.
You now start to do like this. You do like this and be removing yourself.
Prince Obanla Michael Moses Urimolade, thank you. You have a very funny comment.
Why did you put Urimolade in this name?
Because I'm saying Michael Moses. That is Urimolade now. If I'm wrong, tell me, Prince. I'm just joining on the conversation. As regards the question, would I kill her? No, capital no. If she's sorry already, I would just let it go. I would just see the situation as if I had gone to adopt a child. Would I require that an adopted child bears my gene? To err is human, to forgive It's divine.
I love the fact that
This
he
person
stuck
is
to the
very,
word.
very-
He stuck to the word child.
This person is very, very.
Child. Will it also be the same situation, Prince Obama? Will it be the same situation if it's no longer a child but 3 children? Let me ask you. You know, I said this at the beginning that if it's one, everybody's saying, and about the you know, you've already raised this child with the other children.
Our relationship expert, yes, asking the question. I've changed to now. Because you kept saying child, but she's saying if you like 3.
Is it still
Is
the
it the same thing you're going to say? Because we're about to leave now.
Just tell us.
But just tell
let's
us
use
and
your
let
own
us.
to go.
Yes, let's use it and go as word of wisdom. And you gave us wisdom on this show today.
Yes.
We're ending this show with Prince Michael Moses Rimolade 1 of the entire Genesis chapter.
Meanwhile, Jide just says he's all.
She is all.
She's all.
She said he is all.
Okay, she said she's all.
She said he's all. Ejide, you said you are all.
You are one in all.
You are one in all. You are not Jesus. Alright guys, while we wait for Prince Michael Moses to answer the question thrown by our relationship experts, our in-house analysts and guru, because I like because I like to I like to explain what people are doing that are making the world go round, right? Alright, so it's a wrap today. Thank you everybody for joining us. It was a very splendid time we had here. I didn't even know we had spent up to 20 minutes actually.
Honestly, me too.
If not, we could spend 1 hour here discussing this
like we should just stay back.
There are several other topics out there we could have discussed today, but they will decide to come. We're starting already. Don't worry. By next week Wednesday, you're going to see us popping. You will see us in a new dimension. Popping. No, it's popping. Popping. Because it's father's son. For our Ghanaian friends, it's popping. So, you see us next week Wednesday by the grace of God at 1 p.m. here on Legit TV and of course on YouTube. YouTube, thank you for watching. Although I did not see many comments from you people out there, but then it doesn't matter. You're not used to it. You're warming up to it. But next week Wednesday, hopefully you're going to warm up fully into it, and then we'll get to do everything together. The collaboration will be more synchronized. Since we didn't get any comment from Prince Paradise, King Magic says, just take the children as adopted children and your reward is in heaven. Hallelujah. Because you still reap the fruit of your labor. Hallelujah. That is a finality note of ending. You reap the fruit of your labor. Okay, thank you to everybody for watching. Amen. Yeah, Liverpool fan, you will not work alone. You will not work alone. Ejida just said he's loving us for good job. Thank you. Ejida just said too. The she in all. You know. Thank you. Special appreciation to everybody who watched today. Thank you for joining in, even though we gave you very short notice. You didn't know we were coming today, but then we came and then we saw that you guys still joined in. Michael has replied before we go. I said it, he was going to reply. Holy. Legit.ng, then I will no longer see it as a mistake. When the number rises more than 1, I beg, I divorce straight. Everything don't change. You see, 2 seconds, everywhere bust. 2 seconds, everywhere scatter. 2 seconds, Woli, Prince, 2 seconds, everywhere bust. Prince, I hail you. You're a true prince. Okay, that's all we can do today. I'm telling you. I cannot say it. We can't go more than this today. Thank you everybody. Thank you everybody for joining me today. Big shout out to Bright Daniels, the man behind the camera. Everybody out there for watching today. Prince, Ejide, all our friends and followers. We greet all of you. Those of you who watched from Lagos, behind the wall of the studio. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. My name is Damila Rukola. We'll see you on next. We'll see you Wednesday next week of next week. Next week Wednesday we'll be back here. Bye guys.